Old Alabama Gardener, and in this video I'm showing you how I grow pinto beans. I'm planting 2 rows of pinto beans, and both rows will get the same treatment. I'm going to put a sprinkling of triple 13 fertilizer in each row. To keep this video as short as I can, I'm only going to show you a small stretch, but the whole row gets treated the same way. I always want to mix that fertilizer in with the soil, and so you see me use my furrowing hoe here to do that. So I'm going to put what beans I got left, I'm going to put them thick down through there. And then we'll thin them later. Now you want to cover them up and wait for them to grow. Now the beans are starting to run, and the next step is to get some support in here for the beans to run up on. I'm using steel T-post, and I'm putting one about every 8 feet apart. Now the next step is to brace that end post, and I'm going to use another steel T-post set in there at an angle, and I will drive it in the ground just a little bit, as you will see. I'm using electric fence wire. You see the roll of it there in the red circle. And I'm going to use that to tie the end pole and the brace pole together. That's just so that the brace pole don't slip out from supporting the end pole. Now this is what it looks like when you get close to it, and you notice as I point my finger there that I've got the brace pole setting just under one of those protrusions on the end pole. That way, so if it does move a little bit, that protrusion will catch the brace pole. Now I'm going to run a piece of wire from each end post all the way down, and I'll wrap it around each post as I get to it. And this will become our bottom stay wire as part of our trellis for these pinto beans to climb up on. You might notice the nice row of squash over there on the right hand side. Now I'm putting this bottom wire about 1 foot off the ground, and again fastened to each pole. Now the next step is to put a top wire on. We're going to go up about 5 feet and basically just do the same thing as we did for the bottom wire. Now we got our top and bottom wire in place, and we're ready to run string up and down between the 2 wires, and the pinto beans will be growing up and clinging to that string. So here you see how I am doing it. I call this a V-shaped weave. I don't know what else you could call it, but it's just some string for those pinto beans to climb up on. But since they've already started running, you got to help them a little bit, as you see me doing here. Now this is my row of pinto beans. Actually, there's 2 rows there. The row on either side of the trellis part here. And as you can see in here, they're starting to bloom. And you see this runner here, it's coming up here like this. It'll fall over this way if I don't help it. So what you do is very carefully get in here and start it around one of the strings. Now it'll go on up. So it's time for our first pick. And what I want is for the pod to be yellow. And when I open it, like you see here, I want the beans to be showing a brown stripes of color. These pinto beans are at what's called the shell out stage. And what that means is that they're mature, they're plump, but they are not dry. They are still in the what we might call a green stage.